What's up, party people, and welcome to our Matchup Mastery Series, a series where we take you through every single matchup in Street Fighter 6 and show you what you gotta be doing versus them. So I'm gonna start you off with 5 tips on how to beat the smoking hot, what is she, Latina MILF? Is that what she's classified as? Oh, CIA operative, alright, well, you know. So 5 general tips to get you started in the C Viper matchup. Number 1 is grounded bird kick is -2 on block, so make sure you take your turn back. The follow-up is +2, which is scary, but if you know she's going for it, DI will blow her up. Unless she does it meaty, like right after a back throw, shoutouts to Broski for that tip. Number 2 is the low Thunder Knuckle is punishable with fast normals. The medium one is safe, but it's your turn after you block it. Number 3, Seismo is a lot like JP's Spike. You gotta block it low. It's minus if you block it. If you block it up close, it's very punishable if she doesn't cancel it. But if you block it far away, you can move in after that because it's so minus. If she follows it up with another, it's pretty expensive for her, so keep an eye out for it. And if you block a couple of them like that, it's fine because it does cost her a lot of meter to be doing stuff like that. Number 4, folks who have issues anti-airing her should probably rely on like jump back with a good button or neutral jump to put up a stop sign for her. It's a decent option, but a little bit more risky because she can anti-air. But yeah, jump back will help you a lot if you're not using that already in your anti-air repertoire. Number 5, Viper's buttons into feints are never plus. Main ones you want to keep an eye out for are to stand heavy punch and to crouch heavy punch feint. If you want to lab one thing versus her, lab which button you can press to reach her here. That's going to do it for the 5 general tips for C Viper. If you want more matchup knowledge, more matchup info in this matchup, go ahead and head over to the full video. I got a whole bunch more for over there. I'll see you guys there. Thank you much. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about optimal range for fighting C Viper. So C Viper has decent tools pretty much everywhere, but she is best in the mid-range. Her main options are going to be pressuring with stand heavy punch and crouch heavy punch. She also has her grounded burn kick and EX burn knuckle, which are both decent neutral skips at that same range, that mid-range. What makes her especially dangerous at this range is her anti-air, though. It's really easy for her to anti-air you at this range, and it leads into great damage and probably her best Oki situation, so be careful jumping, especially at the mid-range. C Viper has no invincible reversals, so if your character specializes in up-close pressure, working your way in and taking advantage of her poor defensive options, you can beat her relatively quickly. But without meter, drive reversal is all she has, which is expensive. And if you punish counter it, she can just lose pretty much all her drive gauge right there, honestly, because she's so hungry for it. Her level 1 is invincible, but like I said, it's her risking her whole bacon. You block one of those, she's toast. Seismo is strong, and she can super jump cancel it into burn kick anytime it hits. However, it does not go full screen, so if your character has a stock mechanic, they can get them for free at full range. Jamie Drinks, Lily Win, Jury stocks, etc. Or if you're more of a traditional zoner, you can beat her at the furthest range. Dawson gets free fireballs at this range. JP obviously, you know, can do whatever the hell he wants at the full screen range. So at the furthest range and the closest range, you will have an advantage if your character is decent in those ranges. If you are keeping Viper out, she's going to super jump in. It's just what they do. So be ready for the anti-air. She can bait it with an early burn kick from full screen. So again, the air to air is just a safe call if you're still learning the matchup. And even whenever you learn the matchup, it's just a safe call to go for the air to air after predicting it. When Viper is in her mid-range sweet spot, she is going to be pressing her HP. Both of them, the heavy punches, a lot. If you're going to practice whiff punishing one move, you want to lab one move to whiff punish, this is the one. Both of them, you know, essentially, because they're both really good. But if you got the range down for punishing Ds with punishing Ds, it's going to level you up in this matchup so much. So let's talk about specific matchup tips for C Viper. The number one most important tip you're going to have to do in this matchup is like this video, and you got to hit that subscribe button, dude. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. The science is in, people. You click subscribe, you click like, and you're going to beat upwards to 63.229% more C Vipers in your lifetime. And, you know, I didn't want to tell you guys this because I'm not trying to shill out the channel, you know. I'm not trying to make everybody on planet Earth subscribe over here. Not like this, you know what I mean? But it is a statistical proven fact that if you like and subscribe to this video, to this channel, hot Latina MILFs, we're talking bangers, dude. We're talking tall, we're talking redhead, blonde hair, whatever hair they're dyeing, and we're talking the most smoking hot Latinas, dancing butts, shaking those things, all up in your grill, dude. I'm just saying, they're gonna be more attracted to you. That's what I'm trying to get at. How much more attracted to you? It depends on, you know, the well, you know, probably somewhere around 0.88795% the last time I checked. And hot Latina dudes, if you're into that too. So, yeah, we don't discriminate here. So, yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, y'all. You already know the deal. Specific matchup tips dealing with C Viper. So, stand medium punch is +1 when she's right in your face, which is good, but it's not a true tick throw situation. So, you can walk back. You want to be careful, you know, because low moves will hit you, but, and she's not in throw range either whenever you block it, unless she dry rushes first. So, yeah, it's good for pressure for her. But it's not a true tick throw, so keep that in mind. You don't have to mash throw when you block it, you know what I'm saying? Viper can forward dash after her focus attack move, but this move is honestly a fucking joke, dude. Anytime you see it and you're in range, press a button that can combo into drive impact, and it beats every single option she has here. If you do punch her, if she forward dashes and you just hit her with like a medium punch or something, it's actually a punish counter state, so you could get the biggest punish in the world off of it if she forward dashes, which is, she can't backdash out of it. So like I said, a button into DI beats every single one of her options when she does this. Going for block strains versus C Viper is always a win on the pressure side of things because she burns through drive meter harder than any other character. She's the biggest meter whore in this game. So if you can chip away at it, then she's going to get burnt out in no time at all. You know what I'm saying? So like any good moves to chip, any block strains, you know, extended block strains, they're going to chew out a drive gauge. It's probably going to get her to start mashing parry a lot more, and you're just going to get a lot of punish counter throws on her. So yeah, prioritizing drive gauge on block is never a bad idea versus this character. Viper's drive rush is butt cheeks. It's one of the worst in the game, so if you see her go green, have your drive rush check ready, and you're gonna smoke her every time. Pretty much, it's really not a good drive rush. It's one of her bigger weaknesses. So if you see her turn green, have a big button, kick her in the face, basically, punch her in the mouth. Her light string isn't real. If she's going from 3 jabs into stand light kick, she is minus, actually. She can't, it's not real. The jab into the light kick isn't real, so you can actually punch her out of it. So you definitely want to stuff this stuff. If she's going for the slot, it's a good string for her, so she's probably going to be doing it. You want to snuff her out, you know what I'm saying? You want to, the light kick, the jabs into light kick are not real. Viper has this weird little quirk for handling throw loops. It's an instant air medium kick burn kick, which will cross you up. It'll side switch you when she's in the corner. To deal with this, just treat it like she's jumping out the corner, and if you have a cross cut or anti-air that you use for when people jump out the corner, it's the same thing. So let's talk about C Viper and Burnout. C Viper's Burnout is horrible. She's ass in Burnout. If she has 1 bar of super meter, she's probably going to mash her level 1 because the install gives her access to her enhanced special moves. So just be ready to bait that, because yeah, if she has access to her enhanced special moves, she's a little bit stronger in Burnout because she can spam size modes and stuff like that. If she does get the install, and she's not going for the seismos, she's going for pressure, like the burn kick follow-ups, just DI her. It's going to blow her up, because she can't DI back, you know what I mean? And a lot of the stuff she's going to do, the follow-ups and stuff, like I said, they just, the burn kick especially, DI is like designed to beat the follow-up, so keep that in mind. She can cancel her medium punch thunder knuckle into level 3 if you're going for raw DI though, so that's something to keep in mind, but besides that, she's pretty terrible at Burnout. So Sea Viper Burnout string, I don't know the exact one, but honestly, if you're in Burnout versus Sea Viper, she pretty much becomes a freestyle character, essentially. She can kind of do whatever she wants to chip you out. I've seen sequences for like 3,000 damage for chip. Most of them are probably just going to spam seismo cancels, because it does a ton of chip damage, and if they get level 1 off, and that burns you out, then they're just going to do 10 million chip damage to you with it. And you know, the burn kick into, you can't DI anymore, so she's plus like 6 after the follow up, so she just gets the link chip damage. She could pressure you to death in Burnout, essentially. Like I said, I don't know the exact string, but she's probably got a lot of them, to be honest, and they all do a ton of chip damage. So it's definitely one of those characters where the main minigame of fighting her is who gets burnt out first, and you don't want it to be you know what I'm saying? But again, you follow the tips in this video I gave you, chip away at her drive gauge, you know, focus on the stuff I gave you in this video, and you know, it's not guaranteed 100% time, not like getting that hot Latina girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it will help you in this matchup, and I hope so, at least. I hope you're not going to be one of those guys who comment down below and be like, you didn't help me at all. This advice is terrible. And I'll be like, hey, man. Anyways, I am the Depressed Gamer. I need you all to be good to yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe. You know I appreciate every single one of you. Gotta keep on juggling people. And I will see you in the next one.